Hey everybody, it's Will. I'm back with another 5-minute review. Before we dive into it, I want to give a big shout out to Spinways Comics, our sponsor for another video. In case you don't know, I'm going to tell you so then you will be in the know. Spinways Comics is a webcomic and indie comic discovery platform. It is free to download on both iOS and Android. And it's absolutely free to use. As long as you're logged in, you can read free comics and you can get bonus points for reading free comics. Every page of comics you read, you get an entry into their giveaways. SpinWizComics.com does giveaways from the app monthly, quarterly. That's 4 times a year. I don't know. Some of these kids, they don't know how to tell time. So what's a quarter? And they do a big one yearly as well. Go check them out for yourself. Spinwiz Comics at SpinWizComics.com. If you haven't downloaded the app, download the app. Read some free comics, but not till after this review. But this is what it's going to look like right here on your phone. And now, on with the program. So I'm going to talk about a book that I actually interviewed the writer and creator of this book, William S. Quinton. And it's there's not a lot of people working on this book. It's a limited crew. Issue 2 is up on Kickstarter right now. It is called 47 Furious Tales, T-A-I-L-S. That's right, because he's retelling the honest-to-goodness true life tale of the 47 ronins with anamorphic animals. So if you're a fan of the Turtles, more importantly, if you love Usagi Yojimbo and stuff along that line, you're gonna love this book. If you just like, if you're just like a fan of old school samurai stuff and action-packed comics, you're gonna like this, and you're gonna love the art. The art is amazing in this book. It's published by Sinopa Publishing, S-I-N-O-P-A. And the writer is W.S. Quinton. Art, colors, and letters, all of that right there is Alexia. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess up your last name. Veld Hussein. I hope I got that right. She also has a color assistant that helps with the colors. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce their name because it is, I have no idea. I'm so bad with names. And Alyssa Coleman wrote a closing haiku that actually appears on what looks like a grave marker, like a tombstone. This came out last summer, so June of 2019. So number 2 is up for bear, and I mean the first 2 pages, the artwork, her backgrounds are amazing, and this is painted in ink wash and splatter. Everything's done old school. It's all done by hand, on paper with, various techniques, and she's very good. And I do believe I heard on the Madness podcast that this is her first, this is the first full comic book series that she's worked on. The art is amazing, and it's just the classic tale of 47 Ronins. I scored this book 3 3/4 stars out of 5. The only thing it would have gotten 4 out of 5. The only thing was, it's like some of the animal heads seemed like a little off to me. They were good, but they seemed like a little off balance once in a while. Just in a couple panels. Most of the panels were great, but it's still great. It's the book's painted. I mean, I wish I could show you some of this, because it's beautiful. But for some reason, StreamYard doesn't see Adobe windows. Otherwise, I could show like the first couple of pages so you could see it. All you got to do is search 47 Furious Tales on online, and it'll come up, and you can search 47 Furious Tales in Kickstarter, and it'll come right up. This is just a great book. It's going to be going for a good handful of issues. It's a new small press publisher. Like a lot of people, they just they go full on indie. They create their own publishing company. Name it, get it branded. I know some people go the LLC route and make an actual publisher and get deals with printers and shipping and all kinds of other things. But this book was beautiful, and they have these phenomenal like 11 by 17 prints. I don't think they're quite 11 by 17. Now, these aren't full comic book size. They made them smaller, and it's weird, but it works. And they're beautiful. I would say they're like 3/4 the size of an actual comic book. So it's like a couple inches shorter and a couple inches in. And they got the best paper, because paper quality matters, especially in this day and age, with all the things that you can do, with the printing technology, and how this stuff looks. And I'm in love with this book. I also will be having a review coming up for another Kickstarter that is in the same genre, but not the same genre. It's actual, it's human, opposed to anamorphic animals. So this is 47 Ronin, and on the flip side, I got another Kickstarter in that is the story of the Way of the Rat, and it reminds me so. That one reminded me so much of Lone Wolf and Cub. It was great. This one reminds me more of there was an old TV miniseries back when I was a kid with Richard Chamberlain starred in it. And it's a boat of sailors that were looking to discover something, and their boat crashed, and they landed on the shores in feudal Japan. Shogun, that's what it was. Shogun. This one, because it's the 47 Ronin, and you got a lot of the same places, like the palace at Oda, and a lot of the same names. So it fits like right in that genre. So I mean, you know, this is just great. Please go check it out and support these guys. They did a wonderful job on this book. You can look them up on Kickstarter. Once again, 47 Furious Tales. The show notes are either up above or down below. They are all hashtagged. So worst case scenario, if you click on the tag for W.S. Quinton, it should bring you to one of his pages where you can hit him up and either see the Kickstarter right there or, you know, go down. I know it is listed on the Comic Book Madness page. That's like a huge indie comics platform group. So if you like indie comics, you might want to check out that page as well.